Tonight, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. With the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
26, Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Come on.
Allen going to go to the air right away. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now here's Ross. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Colts have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Here I come again. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Blue Dan.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
To the air, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there. A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Allen now looks to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire, all the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller, because his ego totally got out of the way, and he kept calling the plays that were working over and over, and they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now it's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yannick Ngakoue. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
After the sack on first down, Allen, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Finding space at the 40, and out across midfield down to the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Allen. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
58's Mike. 58's Mike. Rabbit.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Throwing is Allen on third. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's Taylor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Now Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quiddy Pay. Able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Ariza now. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they're going to speed things up here. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver to about the 48-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Blankenship's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Taylor. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. And it certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DK Metcalf. 36 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Hall not going to bring this one out. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
26 Mike. No chance.
On play action, Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
26 Mike. Hey.
Here's Allen to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He spins free, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Allen going to try and keep it. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC defense. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be his last pass in the NFL, because when you throw an interception, especially a pick six as a kicker, CD, I don't know that you recover from that one.
Partner, you got to remember one thing. My vintage takes me back to shades of Garo Yepremian against Washington in Super Bowl VII. Yeah, folks, I would tell you to do an encyclopedia search, but actually nowadays you do an internet search. Check that one out. And that was at least off of a block kick. This was a design throw. Results the same, though. Interception, 6 points going the other way. Hello, Mike Bass. Remember you?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Right.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
I got one. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got? 58's Mike. 58's Mike. Hey, pick it up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 123 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ready. Watch 49. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 49.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Final minute now of the third quarter. On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 7, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Taylor. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
49.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Here's Taylor again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And again, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Allen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cruz. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. 66.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. First and 10, Taylor now. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 183 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll run here with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. But now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Allen now on first down. That one complete to Joe Reed. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Allen going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Indianapolis, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year, and they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.